Hello friends. In previous example, we have calculated the moment of inertia about centroidal axis x. So for that we have closed this C channel and convert into bigger rectangle and smaller rectangle. So these both rectangles are symmetrical to x-axis. Therefore, we will calculate the moment of inertia directly without using parallel axis theorem. But axis we have to consider parallel axis theorem, and for parallel axis theorem we will require the moment of inertia of each rectangle from y-axis. So our first step is divide this C channel into three parts in three rectangles. So I divide this C channel in three rectangles and naming it 1, 2 and 3, and mark y-axis at extreme left. So this is your y-axis. Now is for each rectangle we will mark centroid. For that we require centroidal axis distance from y-axis, and that is x bar, total x bar. For calculating x bar we will use formula a1x1 plus a2x2 upon a1 plus a2. Now here three parts, so we will add a3x3 plus a3. Now one by one we will calculate first area. Area A1 equal to, now in dimension is 100 by 30. So area 1 is 100 by 30, and that is 3000 mm square. Similarly, this second rectangle also having 100 by 30 dimensions. So A2 also having area of 3000 mm square. Now for third rectangle, area is, its dimensions 40 into 30, 40 by 30. So 40 into 30, it is 1200 mm square. Now we have to calculate x1, x2, x3. x1 means the centroidal axis of rectangle 1 from y-axis. So it is exactly half, that is 100 by 2, that is 50. Now similarly x2, this distance is 100 and the centroid is at 1/2 of 100. So 100 by 2, that is 50 mm. Now x3, this distance is x3. So this thickness is 30 divided by 2, so we will get 15 mm. So the centroidal axis of part 3 is at 15 mm. Put this value in x bar equal to a1 is 3000 into x1 is 50 plus a2 is 3000 into 50 plus a3x3. A3 is 1200 into 15 upon a1, a2, a3 summation. So 3000 plus 3000 plus 1200. So you will get x bar 44.70 centimeter. This is x bar, centroidal axis of total figure. So by calculation for calculation of IYY, moment of inertia of first part plus moment of inertia of second part plus moment of inertia of third part. So IY1 plus IY2 plus IY3. Now the total figure centroidal axis is at different level from this 1 to 3. Therefore, we will use parallel axis theorem. So according to parallel axis theorem, this IYY means IG1 plus A1 H1 square plus IG2 plus A2 H2 square plus IG3 plus A3 H3 square. Okay. So our x bar is 70. So x bar is 44.17 centimeter, which is required for calculation of H1. So first calculate H1, H2, H3. What is H1? H1 is the distance between the centroidal axis of first rectangle and the centroidal axis of total figure. So it is at 50. It is at 50 minus 44.17. H2 is 50 minus 44.17 and H3 is 44.17 minus 50. So we will get H1 degree centimeter 5.83 centimeter, second also 5.83 centimeter, and H3 44.17 minus 15, and we will get 29.17 centimeter. Now put these values in parallel axis theorem. IG1. Now moment of inertia of first rectangle at centroidal axis. So it is 1 by 12. Now we are considering y axis. So vertical distance cut 100. So 100 cube into 30 plus A1 H1. Area is 3000 into H1 is 5.83 square plus second IG2 for second. Now it is similar. Therefore 1 by 12 into 10 raised to cube into 30 plus area also same and H2 also same. Now third IG3. IG3 means third rectangle. So the vertical axis cut is 30. So we will take 1 by 12 into 30 cube into 40 plus A3 is 1200 into H3 is 29.17 square. So by solving this, we will directly get IYY is 5.20 into 10 raised to 6 centimeter raised to 4. So here we have used parallel axis theorem for calculation of I